All right, guys, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I hope you guys are able to find this show. I'm actually waiting for my co-host here on Fantasy NBA Tonight Live on our Tuesday edition of Riaz, Dhanani. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that we were having, but we are back, we are live, and we are ready to go. And yes, we are still here and ready to answer all of your fantasy basketball questions. For those of you who continue to join us through our technical difficulties, for one, we appreciate it, and two, welcome back to the show. Again, I'm waiting for my co-host Riaz Dhanani to join the show, but nevertheless, I do have the plan in mind to continue going down these games and answering all of your guys' fantasy basketball questions. But of course, we're going to continue running down the box scores, especially until my co-host Riaz Dhanani joins the show. So the next game is the Sacramento Kings versus the Miami Heat. The Sacramento Kings take the L in overtime after DeMarcus Cousins fouls out in the fourth quarter. Rudy Gay plays 42 minutes in this one. He had 30 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. What's going on, Riaz? Welcome back. He had 30 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal on 11 of 24 from the field. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line and 2 of 4 from 3-point range, and only turned the ball over twice in his 42 minutes of action, which is very strong. Matt Barnes played as the starter tonight and had 22 minutes. He finished with 0 points, however, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal on 0 of 7 from shooting from the field. He actually got benched in that second half, which is not surprising after seeing his shots just not dropping. DeMarcus Cousins battled foul trouble in this one once again, but he played 35 minutes on the dot with 30 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, no steals, but he did get 1 block on 8 of 16 shooting. 14 of 18 from the free throw line. He did not knock down a three-pointer, but he did have 4 turnovers, which is something that you're going to expect from that big man, and you knew that when you drafted him. Aaron Aflalo had a very strong night and actually played 41 minutes. The veteran saw time on the floor tonight. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, no assists, 1 steal on 7 of 17 shooting, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and was 1 of 5 from three-point range and turned the ball over twice. Ty Lawson, I've not been a fan of Ty Lawson playing. I just don't think he looks like he's been fitting, and it looked like just the same tonight. He played 36 minutes as the Kings starting point guard, had 2 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 1 of 6 shooting. It was just not a good night for Ty Lawson. Garrett Temple played the most minutes off the bench for the Sacramento Kings. He had 2 points and 4 rebounds. As well as 2 blocks on 1 of 5 shooting. So nothing crazy here, Riaz. I think the guys that needed to step up did. They had that one supporting cast member who stepped up, and Aaron Aflalo as the veteran. That's why he got 41 minutes, but it was really a lackluster night from the Sacramento Kings, unless your names was DeMarcus Cousins, Rudy Gay, or Aaron Aflalo. Was there anybody else who stood out to you?
No, I think you hit it on the head there. It was the Rudy Gay and DeMarcus Cousins show. They're waiting for Darren Collison to come back. And that's pretty much it. He's going to ignite that offense and play the floor general, and that's pretty much what the Kings need right now. So, there's not much to be said.
We move over to Miami Heat, where Luke Babbitt had 24 minutes. He played 24 minutes. He had 10 points, 1 rebound, and 1 steal on 3 of 9 shooting. Justice Winslow continues his logging a ton of minutes. He played 40 minutes tonight, had 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists with 1 steal on 3 of 15 shooting, which was not good to see. But he did knock down 2 3-pointers. Hassan Whiteside battled foul trouble in this one as well. DeMarcus Cousins got into him a little bit early. He only played 27 minutes in this game that went to overtime. 14 points, though, 11 rebounds, a Hassan Whiteside double-double, 1 steal, 2 blocks on 6 of 13 shooting, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, so he did not hurt you in that category at all. Dion Waiters started and had a very good night. He played 42 minutes, had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal on 7 of 14 shooting. He also had 2 blocks in this one. On 7 of 14 shooting, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 1 3-pointer was knocked down and turned the ball over 3 times. And, of course, Goran Dragic was a stud tonight as well. He played 41 minutes, points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks as well from your point guard. Wow. On 8 of 14 shooting, just like one more shot made more than Dion Waiters. 4 of 7 from the free throw line, and he knocked down 5 3-pointers in this game. So we were speaking very highly about Goran Dragic over the offseason leading into the regular season, and this was the reason why he's going to be a huge focal point for that Miami Heat team. Tyler Johnson saw the most minutes off the bench with 32 minutes. He finished with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. in this game on 7 of 11 shooting. He went to the line 6 times, knocked down all 6, and then he shot 2 3-pointers and knocked down both of them. And Riaz, I think we knew what to expect from these other guys, but Dion Waiters and Tyler Johnson, I think they're going to see, maybe their roles intertwine with one another. Who do you like more, Dion Waiters or Tyler Johnson as a pickup?
I like Tyler Johnson.
Or both.
No, I can see that. I actually like Tyler Johnson. I think that Jason Richardson's going to be back soon. It sounds like maybe within a week or two. There's still no timetable by Eric Spoelstra, but I think that he's going to come in and kind of throw a little wrench into things here with these two guys. I still don't think that I'm not buying Dion Waiters. I need to see more of it. I think Tyler Johnson's actually kind of done a lot more consistently over the past few games that they've started. I haven't seen Dion Waiters do that yet. So I would need to see more from Dion Waiters. So I would definitely rank Tyler Johnson ahead of him. And in fact, Tyler Johnson, and we've been talking about the B150, Tyler Johnson was in the top 100 of the Brewski 150. So, and it's showing why right now with nights like this from Tyler Johnson. So if anyone took a chance on him, they're very happy after what he did tonight. Just be wary of Jason Richardson coming back and kind of seeing how that plays a role. But I would rather have him over Dion Waiters.
Memphis, Minnesota. Minnesota gets their very first win under head coach Tom Thibodeau, and Chris Dunn got the start for now the out indefinite Ricky Rubio. He played 29 minutes, had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and a career high 5 steals. I guess you can say all of which are a career high because this was his very first time seeing significant minutes in this one. This is also going to be the last game we cover. We're gonna let the fantasy NBA Today guys get the rest of these games on tomorrow morning's show, so you guys can listen for the rest of the games on that one. But again, Chris Dunn finishes with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Zach LaVine plays 29 minutes as well, 31 points. Wow, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, no steals, no blocks, 11 of 18 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line. He knocked down 5 3-pointers. Karl Anthony Towns, another double-double for him, knocked down into his stats for this season, had 11 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block on 4 of 10 shooting. That's definitely going to improve, knowing who Karl Anthony Towns is and why he was worthy of a top 5 pick this year. Continues his stellar play this season, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks on 8 of 9 shooting, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Andrew Wiggins had 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Off the bench, the player who saw the most minutes was a mixture of guys. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys who all saw 18 minutes off the bench. The person who produced the most, we're gonna go with Shabazz Muhammad because I think that's the name that people are keeping their eyes on the most. He finished with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist in this game. He did, however, only shoot 2 of 6 from the field. Any takeaways from the Minnesota Timberwolves side?
I think it's all about their starters. Again, this is another team where there's just not much that you want from their bench. You mentioned Shabazz Muhammad. There were times maybe last year where he was ownable for a week or two here and there, but no, there's not much to take away from that team other than let's see how Chris Dunn can do. Let's see what he can do with the time that he's given. He gave a pretty solid Ricky Rubio impersonation today. He didn't score more than 10 points there, which is pretty similar to what Ricky Rubio does. So he did a pretty good job tonight, and maybe he can keep that role moving forward. Let's see what happens. Let's see how long it takes with Ricky Rubio to come back.
The Memphis Grizzlies basically gave all of their key players the night off tonight because Z-Bo came off the bench and only played 10 minutes, but that's why they got destroyed 116-80. As we move down to their stat line here, James Ennis played 20 minutes, had 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals on 2 of 5 shooting. Jarrell Martin got the start. He had 26 minutes in this one, finished with 27 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, no blocks on 3 of 7 shooting. JaMychal Green started at center tonight, 26 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block on 2 of 8 shooting. Gross. Troy Williams got the start at shooting guard. I had to make sure who I was looking at. Troy Williams got the start at shooting guard, 29 minutes, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block on 4 of 7 shooting. Hey, there we go, an actual nice line. And Wade Baldwin got his very first start as a Memphis Grizzly this season. Played 23 minutes, had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals on 2 of 8 shooting. And again, Z-Bo came off the bench. He only played 10 minutes, though, and had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Andrew Harrison came off the bench in this one as well. He was starting. He actually came off the bench in this one and had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. So maybe he made headway on making that starting role right back. But I think I'm also going to bring up the name of Tony Allen, who made his return tonight. He played 18 minutes, had 4 points and 4 rebounds. And yeah, that is the Memphis Grizzlies. I guess I can bring up Deontay Davis, who finished with 17 points, which I believe was the team high tonight off the bench in 26 minutes, who finished with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal, as well as 2 blocks on 7 of 8 shooting. So was there any huge standouts for you on the Memphis side, or was this just the when their starters are there type of game?
Yeah, I think it's that second one. I think that this is one of those things where it's just hard to read into the box score when it's, they're going with like a preseason type of lineup where the starters are not playing, and so you're not sure that this is the way that the minutes would be divvied up in a real situation. So no, not taking away too much other than Tony Allen did make his return. That's a name that, the fantasy community kind of looks at and says, oh, okay, I recognize him. Well, I don't think that he's very ownable, actually. Last year, even last year, there were times where maybe if you needed, and we've mentioned this a few times today, one of those guys on a Sunday when you need steals and it's a close matchup, that's a guy that you pick up. He gets those defensive stats. So not someone you're dropping anything for right now, but keep a close eye to see how Tony Allen's minutes develop, how his health gets moving forward. But no, don't pick him up just yet, and probably not much this season other than on a Sunday.
All right, guys, that is our show. This has been Fantasy NBA Tonight Live with myself, Vince Miracle, and my co-host every single Tuesday, the one and only Mr. Riaz Dhanani. Riaz, where can fans find you online, and what can they expect from you this week on hoop-ball.com?
You guys can find me on Twitter at RiazD. That's at RIAZD. And also, I'm going to be writing that Wednesday's Daily Dish. That should be coming out shortly here in the early hours of the morning. We'll begin going through that midnight grind and getting it in for you guys, and it's going to be a brewski breakdown with a lot of content. So be checking out for that Wednesday's Daily Dish.
I want to once again apologize to everyone about our technical difficulties here on tonight's show, but this has been a hoop-ball.com presentation. You can follow me on all social media platforms of @VMCenter. Continue submitting in all of your guys' questions. I'll be monitoring my Twitter throughout the night. And of course, there's going to be questions and answers throughout tomorrow's show on Fantasy NBA Today, as well as on Fantasy NBA Tonight. Not with me. I'm off of pods tomorrow. I need to spend time with the old lady, and it's going to be Mr. Dan Bespris, and I believe your brother is going to be joining him in the morning. Zane Dhanani will be there on the morning show. Who's on the night show? Maybe I think it's Jordan. Jordan's on the night show, I think. You guys will see on Fantasy NBA Tonight on Wednesday night. Please do us a huge favor. Hit this like button. And if you didn't like the show, well, just don't hit anything at all because we don't really like thumbs down. But if you have to, you have to. Bookmark hoop-ball.com. Become a premium in-season member today. It's in the description below. Click on that link. Go get it. $19.99 all the way up until Friday. And we will be seeing all of you guys tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So until next time, everyone, see you later and good night.